Hello everyone. We will discuss exercise 13.2. The first question of this exercise, find the values of other 5 trigonometric functions when one trigonometric function is given. So cos x equals to minus 1 by 2 is given, where x lies in third quadrant. So we know that in the first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. Sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. In the second quadrant, sine and cosec positive, but cos, sec, tan and cot negative. In the third quadrant, tan and cot positive, but sine, cosec, cos, sec negative. In the fourth quadrant, cos and sec positive, but sine, cosec, tan, cot negative. So according to that, we will solve it. We will find out rest 5 trigonometric functions here. So here we have to find out sin x, then tan x, then cosec x, then sec x, and then cot x. So we'll have here cos x equals to minus 1 by 2 in third quadrant. Means here. So we can write here sec x equals to minus 2 because we know that in the third quadrant sec is negative. And we know that sec x equals to 1 by cos x. So sec x value will be minus 2 in the third quadrant. Then we can find out here tan x by using the formula. Means we have sec square x equals to 1 plus tan square x. So we can use here sec square x minus 1 equals to tan square x. So tan square x equals to sec square x is minus 2 whole square minus 1. So this is 4 minus 1 means 3. So tan x will be here plus minus root 3. But here in this third quadrant we have to take, so we know that in the third quadrant tan is positive. So we can write here tan x value as tan x equals to plus root 3. Now we can find out cot x. So cot x equals to 1 by root 3. So we have here sec x and after that tan x, then cot x. Then we can find out sin x. Sin x we can find out. For finding sin x, we can use here sin square x plus cos square x equals to 1. This identity we are knowing. So we can apply sin square x plus cos square x means minus 1 by 2 whole square. So sin square x equals to 1 minus 1 by 4. So we'll have here 4 minus 1 by 4 means 3 by 4. Then sin x will be root 3 plus minus root 3 by 2. So in the third quadrant we have to take. So in the third quadrant, we know that sin x is negative. So it is sin x equals to minus root 3 by 2. So this is the fourth one. Then by using sin x, we can find out cosec x. So cosec x in the third quadrant will be minus 2 by root 3. So these are the values of rest 5 trigonometric functions in the third quadrant when cos x is given minus 1 by 2. Now second question is sin x equals to 3 by 5 when x lies in second quadrant. So we have to find out rest 5 trigonometric functions. So sin x is 3 by 5. In the second quadrant, we know that sine and cosec is positive, rest negative. So now we will find out cosec. Cosec x equals to 5 by 3 in the second quadrant. Then we will find out cos x. For finding cos x, we use the formula sine identity, sine square x plus cos square x equals to 1. So here we can apply 3 by 5 whole square plus cos square x equals to 1. So cos square x equals to 1 minus 9 by 25. So this is here 25 minus 9 by 25. So we'll have here 16 by 25. And cos x will be here plus minus 4 by 5. And in second quadrant, we have to find out cos x value. So we know that in the second quadrant, cos is negative. So we can use here cos x equals to minus 4 by 5. So this is the value. Now, we will find out here tan x. Tan x, we know that sin x by cos x. So we can apply here sin x is 3 by 5 and cos x is here minus 4 by 5 in the second quadrant. So according to that, we'll have here minus 3 by 4 in second quadrant. Second quadrant, tan is again negative. The next, cot x we can find out. Cot x means 1 by tan x. So it is here minus 4 by 3. So in second quadrant, cot is negative. So cot x equals to minus 4 by 3. Now next, that is sec x. Sec x as 1 by cosec x. So sec x equals to 1 by cos x. Cos x we will have here minus 4 by 5. So this is 1 by minus 4 by 5. So finally we'll have here minus 5 by 4. In the second quadrant, sec is also negative. So these are the 5 trigonometric function value where sin x equals to 3 by 5 in second quadrant. Now we'll discuss question number 6. Find the values of trigonometric functions. So here sine of 765 degree we have to find out. We know that trigonometric functions are periodic function. So based on that only we have to solve. Here sine is there. So we have to use here sine of 2n pi plus x equals to sine x. But here value is given in degree. So by both the pattern we can solve, means we can convert this degree into radian and after that we can solve. Otherwise directly by using degree also we can solve. Because meaning of this we can write sine of multiple of 360 also. 2 pi, we know that 2 pi radian equals to 360 degree. So in terms of degree, if we will write it, so it is as 360 into n plus x and this is equals to sine x. So I'm going to solve it directly, means by degree only I'm going to solve. So we can write it as, so for solving it, I have to divide the given degree by 360 degree, means 360 degree 765. So 2 times we can take, so it is 720. So we are getting a 45. So we can write 765 as 360 into 2 plus 45. So sine of 360 into 2 plus 45. So this is multiple of 360 or multiple of 2 pi. So directly we can write here sine of 45 degree. Sine of 45 degree. So sine 45, we know that this is 1 by root 2. So this is our answer. Now we'll discuss one more question. Question number 8. Find the value of tan 19 pi by 3. So for finding these types of values, first of all, in rational form, so we have to divide it. We'll divide 19 by 3. So here we are getting, after division, we can write it as 19 by 3 equals to 19, we are writing as 6 into 3 plus 1. So 19 by 3 will be a 6 plus 1 by 3. So 19 pi by 3 as 16 pi, 6 pi plus pi by 3. So we can write it as tan of 6 pi plus pi by 3. Now we will use here that concept, periodic form. So in tan, we know that tan of n pi plus x equals to tan x. So this is pi and n is 6. So directly we can write it as tan of pi by 3. So tan pi by 3, we have to write. So that value is root 3. Now question number 9, find the value of sine of minus 11 pi by 3. So sine minus 11 pi by 3, we know that sine of minus theta equals to minus sine theta. So based on that, we can write here minus sine 11 pi by 3. Now, here we have to divide 11 divisible by 3. So here, if we are taking like that, so what we are getting here, 11 equals to 3 into 3 plus 2. But multiple of 2 pi we are not getting. Whenever we use periodic form in sine, we know that sine of 2n pi plus theta equals to sine theta. But here we are not getting multiple of 2. So because of that, we can't take this form here. So we can use here, we can write it as 11 as 4 into 3 minus 1, means 11 pi by 3 as 4 pi minus pi by 3. So this format we have to take as in place of 11 pi by 3. Why we are taking? Because here we are getting multiple of 2. Then only we can apply this periodic form. So I'm writing here minus sine 11 pi by 3 equals to minus sine 4 pi minus pi by 3. So minus sine, we can write it as 4 pi plus of minus pi by 3. Because we know that sine 2n pi plus theta equals to sine theta. So 2n pi is here plus theta. This whole is theta. So we can apply minus sine. Theta is here minus pi by 3. So again we will apply sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, and minus of minus, that will be plus. So sine of pi by 3 we are getting, and finally sine pi by 3 value, that is root 3 by 2. So this is our final answer.